Yo, what up, my people? It's AAtalkpodcast, and we got Dana Dash with me, and
yo.
we got Uno in the building.
Yo.
We really outside.
We outside. Shout out Splash Studios.
Splash, indeed.
Yes, sir.
Uno,
Yes.
the famous Uno.
Yes.
We here to have some real conversation because this man has some real answers.
He got some interesting takes. I'll put it like that. He got some real interesting takes.
Yes. So Uno, for the people that don't know who you are, tell them more about.
What it do? It's your boy Uno, your friendly neighborhood engineer, artist, producer, all-around music guy.
Yes, sir. You wear many hats.
Yeah, you gotta wear some hats sometimes. That's part of the programming.
Right. So with me, I always want to know the beginning. I always want to know the essence. So when it comes to music, what got you, what influenced you, or what, got you interested in taking that route?
Music always been around me. Like, y'all know how it is. You grow up in the house, parents play certain records.
Right.
You get used to hearing certain things. You go to church, you get deeper into music there. Then one day you decide, yo, I'm going to try this, like, for real. Like, I'm going to really go for it. I'm going to try to write a song. And for me, that was it. Like, once that first song actually worked, it was over.
It was over from there.
I knew I wanted to be in music for the rest of my life. I don't care if it's a writer, engineer.
You wanted to be a part of that world for whatever reason.
No 9 to 5. I made up my mind early.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we all striving for, you know what I'm saying? We all trying to, be entrepreneurs in our own right. So in regards to the music now, what projects do you currently have out?
So out right now, I got Abba Waba Nabi out right now.
Okay, let's break that down.
Yeah. We're not going to just get past that. That was the question. Abba Waba Nabi.
Abba Waba Nabi. All right, let's break that down.
On one side, it's like that creative space where music comes from in my brain. I just named it. Just made it.
It just came from that form. All right.
But also, on a marketing standpoint, whenever I came up with the name of a project, there was already 30, 40, 50 songs or projects out with the name. Like, you name a song Sunshine.
It's about 1 million songs Sunshine, yeah.
So you name your album Good Morning. There's 1 million Good Morning albums out there. So I'm like, yo, I need something where if you type this shit in, I'm the only thing that's going to come up.
You wanted to switch it up.
Yeah, so that's also what drove the name. Like, all right, nobody else is going to have this name ever.
Okay.
Yes.
So it'll be easier for them to find you or to even when it goes down
so
to the music part.
No noise in the way. There's no traffic. You type Abba Waba Nabi, you get all Uno, like the whole thing.
Okay, Uno.
Right. I know music and engineering, and producing, they all, intertwine. So how do you mesh all those worlds together?
I'm still having trouble balancing them completely, but meshing them together is easy. Like, for me, what's first is whatever's bringing in the most bread. So that's engineering and producing right now. So my schedule's usually filled with that. But they spill over into each other because I'll have tracks that I'm doing for one artist and they don't like those beats no more, or they want to go a different route.
And
so now those beats go to somebody else. So then I get called into a studio session to record. They might not use any of the beats, but they called me to the session because they heard my beats.
Because they heard your beats, right.
So it just all start to mix in. Just one big souffle.
Okay. Now I want to ask something, Uno. How long have you been doing this music situation?
As an engineer professionally or just music period?
As an artist, when did you decide, like, this is what it is, I'm about to be right?
Over 10 years. Like,
over 10 years.
Yeah, over 10 years.
So
I was in a group. I was in a few groups.
Oh yeah,
hold on,
never say 10 years. Say a decade. A decade plus.
Because that's what I wanted to address earlier.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. We own it. Where that come from?
So We Own It. Shout out to Classic and P Pressure. Those were the two artists that I started the label with. So we were young entrepreneurs that was trying to build a label basically from the ground up.
Right.
And we were learning. So that's the reason why it didn't work ultimately, because there were still lessons that we needed to learn.
Right. That's a part of the game, you know what I'm saying?
Especially being young too, right?
Right.
So then from there, but that took up maybe about 6 years. So then I moved on to the Rap Factory with a couple of homies. And it was like new mistakes. Like, you know, when you think you figured out the first batch of mistakes,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
be able to move on. It's like, all right, bet I know what I'm doing now. I got this mastered. We're gonna get all these artists signed. We're gonna get all
Now
these
you just
producers.
finished that one. Now you got a whole new class of stuff that you didn't even get right.
And I was just like, oh shit. What I realized that last go round was people. I can be as nice with the music, as nice with the equipment as possible. If I don't know how to deal with the weirdos
or people in general, right?
Well, I can deal with people. It's the weirdos.
It's the weirdos,
because
you
the
know.
weirdos always in powerful
They throw off
positions.
I mean, that's just the way the world. Unfortunately, man.
I mean, that's how it usually goes.
So I had to learn that lesson the hard way. Like, oh, all right, you know, there may be people that you don't personally rock with,
right?
But on a business tip,
you got to learn how to move.
Them.
Yes,
So
yes.
it's like you got to figure that out.
Let's talk about that. People that we don't personally rock with, because you know I'm a woman. I'm a woman in music, right? So everybody, if y'all don't know, Uno is very active on Instagram. He speaks his point of view.
He speaks
very
his truth.
much, right? And I don't disagree with a lot of things he's saying, but I feel like other women need to understand where you coming from or with a point of view of how you look at things.
Put me on the spot with the
on
ladies.
The spot, ladies. On the
put
spot.
You on the spot, man.
And I'm on
right
your
away.
I'm on your team. Actually, yes,
right,
I agree with you.
Bet.
But I just like how you said it, so I wanted you to, you know,
reiterate it.
There you go.
Okay, what exactly?
So now here we go. We was talking about women and how hard it is for us in the industry and what we expect from people that's helping us and what we think should be happening and what really be happening when you get in this free help or this, you know, the things that these people offer you.
So that post that you're talking about,
that one.
that post was inspired by two people who I had a conversation with. Shout out to Money Mish.
Wow.
Shout out
Money Mish, yeah.
Yes,
I like
shout out
Money
to
Mish.
Links up.
Right.
Shout out to Cashley and shout out to Money Mish.
You gonna put them on the spot like that?
Yeah, I'm putting them on the spot like that. 'Cause
Okay.
they was just having conversations with me about the industry and how it is different for them to traverse the industry versus
Right.
men.
Opposed to
Right.
men.
It is. Yeah.
So-
It's very much different.
They started saying certain things to me, and I'm like, you know what? It's not gonna work for you this way. Like, rule number one, I told them, everybody's trying to smash. So let's get past that. Let's mature past that. Everybody's trying to smash. Get that out your mind.
Let's get past the intricacies and all that.
If you are gonna date somebody in the industry, my advice to them was make sure you date somebody in the industry who's gonna keep their promises to your career first.
There you go.
And put all that other lovey-dovey shit second. If you in the industry, if you want to date somebody that's a fucking carpenter or some other shit, put love first. It's not gonna matter.
Yeah, which makes
But
it hard.
the rules of engagement in this industry, you date somebody in entertainment and you in entertainment, they gotta have your best interest for your career first. And
Before
then
anything else.
Everything else gotta fall in line.
But how do you get that assurance? You know what I'm saying? Like, this person could, you know what I'm saying, put you in a position to prosper in your career, but there's no, what's the guarantee that, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna, this is just me playing devil's advocate.
No, that's true. Because you could do what you do, right? And then still get nothing out of it because you gave into the situation. Or it's a win or it's a lose situation. You know, one of that.
The part where, all right, the do what you do part.
Right. It's
I
hard
don't
for us
I don't
out
wanna
here.
blow-
Well,
it
come
is hard.
on,
I don't want to blow nobody up, but there's a female artist that I work with. And
Right.
Yes.
she's like super attractive. And I told her straight up, I'm like, yo, you a baddie. I'm going to try to smash after we win a Grammy.
He kept it 100.
I said,
He
I'm going
kept
to try
it
to
100.
smash after we win a Grammy or after we make $1 million.
That's why I like Uno.
I promise you I'm coming for that ass. But before then, I'm going to be a perfect gentleman. Like,
Right, but not everybody's Uno.
Right. So now on the female end, make sure you stay objective. Like, I also learned this by putting my hand in the fire.
Right.
I caught my hand in the cookie jar, actually dating artists that I was working with. But one of the reasons why it didn't work is because she didn't stay objective. Like, we would start talking about stuff that had to deal with music, and then that argument would transfer.
It would
to
drift into something
Right.
else.
Something else.
Right.
So my advice to the women is stay objective. Like, if you need this mixtape done,
Make sure you keep that focus.
fuck how you feel. Fuck what he said this morning. Forget all that other extra shit. Yo, when is this mix gonna be finished? Or when are these tracks go? That needs to be the conversation until you get it in your hand. Then go off on them and get mad about the bitches. Do all of that, but stay objective. And that's where people be losing it.
I mean, it go both ways. You said women, but sometimes the men be losing it as well. They got to stay objective too, and you got to keep your promises. Exactly. Stop being out here like giving fairy tales to people. If you're a person that can do things for people, and after you get what you want, don't just play them out or do certain things.
Don't give them what they want.
So then, how are you really in a relationship? So this is why we move how we want. You don't give them what they want,
and that's why it's hard to really mix it. That's why he said
what he was saying. Now, for when it doesn't go the way that you want, are you really gonna get to the end of the objective, or is it gonna be cut short?
So now, let's say I'm dealing with, let's say me and you, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. You're an artist. Mm-hmm. I'm an engineer and producer. First of all, if I'm lying to you and I'm just trying to smash, then I'm already off in the wrong.
Right.
If I really, really fuck with you and I really fuck with your music,
right,
there's too much to gain for us to be taken out.
Like, that's true, but we talking about the stuff that's the majority of it's happened. Not too many people really like people. They like what is a new person on the scene. You hear this is what's going on.
And
now it's like a pack of wolves.
They just
checking in.
On the wave,
I got this for you. I got that for you.
So now who's gonna do what first?
And that's where you play the game.
That's when you play.
And
the
this
game.
is why I agree with Uno.
That's why I said I'm not smashing her. She's not getting no ding-a-ling till we get a Grammy. I set that standard, and if she had came to me with that same standard, I'd have been like, oh yeah, let's go, like let's work.
See,
because
it's something tangible.
Enough, right?
It's something tangible now. Now it's something that, okay, we working towards a common goal, but we won't let the relationship factor, you know what I'm saying,
mess
play
up the common goal. Because the common goal benefits us both. If we win this Grammy and then I smash and then you mad at me, I'm mad at you, we both already won the Grammy. So it's like we're not losing nothing.
Oh, no.
If I smash now,
you get emotional.
and it goes left before the Grammy.
Everybody loses.
I lose, her family lose, my family lose. Like, it's too much at
Now we got to start all over. Right. Now you got to find your new star, the new person. Because sometimes, usually, when those things are created, right, those emotions and stuff, it's because the artist really believes in the engineer, and the engineer usually believes in the artist. So it's a bigger connection. And as good as it could be in, like, while you're working, it can get really bad. So I get what Uno was saying, and I was agreeing with him. Everybody wants to smash. Everybody even Uno wants to smash.
Even Uno wants to smash.
Okay, but ladies, don't make it only about that. It doesn't have to only be about that. You got to know how to move. You got to know what you're doing, and you got to know your worth. Because if you out there and you want to smash too, then go ahead. We ain't knocking you for that either. Because
if that's floats your boat, you know what I'm saying?
Then you do it.
Yeah.
But okay, that's all I wanted to address when it came to that. But
okay, I thought you had more stuff.
And you know what's crazy with that question she asked? I want to kind of further elaborate on that, right? In a broader sense, right? So what's your take on modern relationships in this era in 2024? The modern age, modern dating field,
All right, I'm going to cut straight to the chase. It's men's fault.
It's
okay.
Controversial, I know, right?
I told y'all Uno keeps it real. Accountability. Okay. Why is it?
Let me explain why I
break
blame
that down
the homies. Now, what I'm about to say is gonna start off sounding crazy, but just let me cook.
Okay,
just cook, so bro. Do your thing.
Don't forget the seasoning.
Yeah, as men, right?
Yeah.
Right now, if we decided, Adam, we're gonna physically make women do everything we want them to do, we can do that shit. We can literally beat women into submission if we were crazy and deranged, correct?
Okay.
If we were crazy and deranged.
You're just talking in general.
Right. In general. So that shows that physically we have the power if we choose to use it for good, bad, whatever else.
All right.
So all that's left is the mental side of what's going on. And I'm realizing
a lot of people lack.
Yeah, I'm realizing that the simps, they don't get enough credit.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say, go ahead.
So what? All right.
I hate that they categorize good men as simps.
What's the definition?
No.
Hold on.
I'll get to that. Good men are not simps.
We'll get there. But what's the definition of a simp for our viewers out there who are not privy to that?
So I don't know. I can't give the textbook definition, but I can tell you what simp behavior.
Okay.
As far as
something that will make you be
that
like, okay,
every man probably did for somebody in their life before.
I argue with my homies like daily, weekly. Flying bitches out. Simp behavior.
What? Wait, what?
I'm elaborating.
Yeah.
If I know you, if I've smashed already, if you're my girl, if you're my wife, that's not what I'm talking about. I've seen people be like, yo, what we doing for Howard Homecoming? All right, we going out to DC, bet. There's a chick on Instagram from Montana who they never saw ever a day in their life. And they've been sliding in the DMs talking to her for 2 weeks and they gonna fly her out.
Because they
link with us in DC and then get mad when it go left. It's like, yo, bro.
Okay.
This was a simp move to begin with.
Okay. Agreed.
What did you expect to come out of this?
Agreed.
Right? This bitch is where you at. That's my.
Right.
It's like we
they're where
going
you
to
at.
Howard. It's bitches at Howard, bro. Like,
You could spend that money to do. But I like him, whoever he is, because he know what he want and he going for it. You know what I'm trying to say? He not just going out there to Howard to pick up anything. He said, damn, I want her. And whatever I got to do to show that lady that's what I want, that's what I'm going to go for. Yeah, I want those sneakers over there, but I'm going to pay a little extra for the sneakers I really want. You know, that's what makes him, and that's what makes me mad. Like, it's not a simp activity. It's like picking what you want and doing what you got to do to prove to that person. Now, if the person doesn't take it upon themselves to receive what you're doing,
and that's the thing.
Then it's simp activity to continue to do these things. He just tried to get the joint he wanted, not the joint that's just out there.
But the question is,
that's kind of cool.
But the question, here's the thing, and it you know, both ends, right?
Right.
It's like, let's say he goes all out, you know what I'm saying, fly her out, whatever, this, that, and the third. And the thing is, the risk you're taking as a guy is like, okay, what if there's no reciprocacy?
Right, because he doesn't know.
You know what I'm saying? And it being reciprocated is not just about physical. You know what I'm
we know
saying?
that.
It's about
The
mental.
energy,
It's about so many other things. So it's like, why
What
even
happened,
go the
Uno?
extra mile
I'ma
if I
keep
know
it
that
honest.
this might not be something
The reciprocation
fruitful.
is physical, bro. Like, and I think that's where we
But
get
not
in trouble
only
by
physical.
playing those games.
Why is it?
Like,
Why do you feel like it's
if
physical?
I'm flying you out, I'm gonna definitely let you know I'm trying to smash. Like, why else would I fly you out? I'm flying you out to what? I could fly to you. You can come to me. I'm flying you out to go meet at a destination.
Okay, that's a little
Like,
different, right?
We adults, like.
We know we going to this
Right.
to this
We
place
know
to do.
the intentions.
And on top of that, back to what you said,
Right.
going after the chick that you want. There's so many women everywhere.
But
you
not-
don't have to fly them. You can get to know them for however long. I've seen people have long distance relationships and get married and then do what they do. You don't have to be thirsty and fly her out within 2-3 weeks of knowing her.
Okay, yeah. See, that's that.
He
that
like what
I
he like.
understand.
Yeah, I still agree.
That's
That I
crazy.
understand.
He like what he
because
want. You got
have to
guys
take
that-
How
time.
you even know you like her?
Well, I don't know
It's
how
only been
long his
2-3
money
weeks.
is, and if it didn't bother him, that's another thing, right? It didn't
never
bother him.
bothers
Okay,
these niggas. That's
so it's
why
the
there's
same
an
thing to me
excuse.
personally. Like when the club, you see something that you like. You know what I mean? You might be there with your homegirls, but you might send that thing that you like a couple of get a gift, send her a drink. You ain't had to do that. You could have had a conversation with her, but
That's a
because you
fact.
liked her, you took a step to say, let me
That's a fact.
do something extra. His extra was because maybe that girl level of life is up there where he felt like he needed to really show her he is on her level to even be compared to.
There's no
So-
woman
so
on
now-
that level. Like
You
that's
never- well,
crazy to
that's
me,
his
yo.
But hold on,
Like,
let me
yeah,
ask you
but-
this question now, Dana.
But
Do you feel like chivalry is dead?
chivalry is dead. No, I feel like my truth for real. I think like the woman nowadays is just tearing these men up. Like I just be feeling I be meeting so many broken men, and it's like they don't. It's not that they don't want to be in relationships. They so scared. Us women, we take it. We done got our heart broken 100 times, and we back in the field. When they get their heart broken, it's like you gonna have
It's
to
a
be
different-
knocking and knocking and knocking and knocking.
different ball
so
game.
they got this wall up. So with so many broken men, I don't think chivalry is dead. I just think nobody giving it out. Like they just choosing.
It's expensive.
It's
Chivalry's
expensive now,
expensive.
and
You
it's
could
not on
say
the
that.
girls.
You could say chivalry is
The woman
expensive,
is
but-
they out there. It's the men. They so they just scary now.
I mean, but would you blame them though?
I mean, they scary. I don't. Yeah, I blame them. Because
understand.
let me
Life,
tell
you
you
gotta-
something. You know why
yeah.
I blame them? Because now what they doing, because they so scared, they putting up this blockage for the new woman that they meeting in their life that we got our heart broken too, and we not scared, right? We not scared. We giving you a chance, but we get in the backhand of whoever broke your heart, no matter how hard we trying to get in there, right? We got to do so much. We have to do so much work. I think it's unfair. Now our hearts are broken. Now it's starting a whole trend where I don't want to trust this guy because I liked him, but he might have seen some flaw that his ex did, and he like, nah, I gotta watch her. And it's so the broken men. I feel like they need to go talk to somebody about it, get over it, and go back in the field because
Do some push-ups, bro.
do
Yeah.
something
Get
because when
mentally right. Get
when your
mentally
business
right.
doesn't succeed the first time, you still got to go back. Like Uno was saying, that first 6 years was a waste, but he still had to go out there
But
and
he's still
try
at
again.
it. He's still at it.
It's too many broken
still at
men.
it.
That's how I be feeling about it.
And going on, the next thing I wanted to say about simps is the
Yeah.
OnlyFans, bro.
Oh yeah, that's right there. That's
I
the
find it
number
funny.
one. That's the
So,
number
alright,
one.
Red pill. You keep up with the whole red pill.
Yeah, red
BS
pill
that's going
movement.
on.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So the funny thing to me is the most unred pill thing to do is sit in a room full of women telling them how they wrong for doing this, they're not listening, bro.
No.
What I learned about women, I learned from old school pimps and my uncles and drug dealers. One of them came to me one day and he was like, yo, don't you ever listen to shit that come out of bitch mouth, not even your mama. So I'm looking at him like, yo, bro, like, you just call my mama a bitch, low?
Slip that in there.
Like, what's going on there? Yeah.
I asked him, I'm like, yo, so like, yo, what you mean? And he's like, yo, think about it. Your mama say the craziest shit to you, but when you wake up and you sick, she feeds you, she clothe you. I'm like, yeah, good point. Like, what's the point? I still didn't get it. He's like, you only trust a bitch actions. I'm like, oh,
wow,
shit.
That was strong.
So now knowing this, it's funny to me to watch a circle of women on a podcast. They not listening to nothing these niggas is saying.
Not at all.
After the podcast, they OnlyFans numbers spike.
It's going to go up. That's just free publicity.
And that happens
That's
because
just free
there's a
publicity.
bunch of simps watching the show, super chatting people. They super chatting to talk shit about the female. Then they go run to her OnlyFans and subscribe.
And you see, these are the simps that I have a problem with, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you going out here, you're like, you know, trashing them online, whatever, right? But then you're first in line on the OnlyFans.
I don't think only simps do that.
That is simp behavior.
That is.
Okay.
That is simp behavior, bro.
I mean, why just, you know, every month pay a subscription just to see some, you know what I'm saying, exclusive stuff?
Porn is free.
Okay.
From a specific person.
Maybe he likes how that person looks.
Porn is free. You
can find a girl that look just like her.
He knows that. They got all that.
He knows definitely. But here's the thing. He knows that.
The AI. I want to ask. We're gonna say.
But here's the thing. He knows there's a high chance that he may not attain her. Right. So the only thing to do is, okay, every month I'm gonna subscribe, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give her a bag. You know what I'm saying?
Keep blaming people to like what they like.
That is simp behavior.
Some people subscribe to. Any like Zeus. Some people subscribe to Smack. You know, that's what they want to spend. They $5.99, $29. What's the problem?
It's an interest.
Because
you know what I'm saying?
It's already available for free. It's already out there for free. For it. That's why. That's the only reason why it's corny. Okay. You're actually spending your hard-earned resources on somebody that's never going to
reciprocate anything back to you because
they don't even know you exist. They don't even know you exist.
I put up a post, matter of fact, a few days ago. Yeah. With this light-skinned chick saying, I got a scam for the girlies. You go make your OnlyFans, you put on like your lingerie, you pop out for your profile pic, you put your price for your content, you and that bitch doing the Dougie. You and that bitch cooking. You ain't doing
that works.
Shit.
They get innovative. They get innovative, man.
And the comments under that post was what made me go, oh yeah, this girl's really doing this.
What was the comments? What was some of them?
It was like, yep, I already did it. I did it one time like this. That.
Oh, so it was a scam.
Like, so
they got scammers going on.
Like,
all right, Uno.
That's not the wave. Come on, unsimp yourself.
Unsimp yourself from the words of Uno. So Uno, what else do you have going on right now when it comes to the music world and things like that? Are you dropping anything new or are you back out?
What you got cooking up?
I'm cooking up. I'm always cooking up.
Right.
The cook up never ends. Working with a couple of artists.
Okay.
Some artists very well known. Some artists not that much well known. But you know,
music is good. Right.
Shout out to D Thing. I got some stuff. I actually got a song with D Thing.
That's fire.
A song with him as me as an artist, but engineered by me.
Okay, that's dope.
Shout out to AKA. I got some work that I'm going to be doing with her. Of course, everybody in the links.
Of course. I'm
getting a whole bunch of mix and mastering work through the homie Ali, the Engineers platform. Shout out to the Engineers platform. That's definitely helping me pay these bills.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And the next project, I don't know. Like, I don't have a name for it, but the music is pretty much already done.
Gotcha. What lane is that music?
This first one. It's more so fun. Like, I ain't go as deep with the production and with the content. This one is just really just fun bullshit.
Right. And
the whole way through.
One track that stood out to me, and I spoke to you about this earlier, was the Be My Love track.
Yeah, Be
You
My
know what I'm
Love.
saying? And that track for me, you know what I'm saying, you know, being African, I just love the whole Afro beats, you know what I'm saying, vibe you got to it, like, you know, branching out to a whole different audience, you know what I'm saying, which I'm not an artist, but I like to see artists, you know, be versatile, you know, and stuff like that. So if you could kind of break down that, you know, the essence of that
I'm
track.
Jamaican, and a lot of my family is Rastafarian and straight up Nyabingi.
Nyabingi.
We're very aware of our Igbo roots, and I was sitting down when I've always been listening to African music here and there because I just always was eclectic with that. I was just absorbing as much music as I possibly could. But one night, I'm on YouTube and I'm just checking out DJ mixes. because I'm noticing, okay, I was thinking on marketing and promoting, getting a DJ to play my songs.
Right.
And record the party, right.
So now I saw Major League DJs for the first time. So at first, I'm just watching it for the vibes, but I'm like, yo, this sounds crazy. Like, whatever this sound is, it sound bananas. So I dive down the rabbit hole, and I find out, like, the culture of amapiano music.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's South Africans' version of us.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear the dirt, you can hear the crime, you can hear the poverty, you can hear all of that.
You feel the music.
Right. So I'm like, oh, nah, this is not going to pass me by. This wave is not going to miss me without saying something more.
Right.
So that's what made me do the Be My Lover track, just because I had to get my expression off in that art form because it was too powerful.
And if you look within the past, let's say maybe 10 years, like, or let's say 15 years ago, you weren't hearing African music on the radio or Afro
not at
beats
all,
or
right.
amapiano. So we just seen the shift within the past, the cultural shift within the past, 10 years. Like now, Hot 97, 105.1, these are,
That's crazy.
heavy rotation, you know what I'm saying? Heavy rotation. So, big shout outs to the Afro beats movement. But in regards to the music, now, is there any events that you'll be, attending or, anything of that nature?
Well, we always gonna be at game night. Shout out to
Links
game
up,
night.
links
right.
up.
Every Sunday we at game night. I've been MIA in game night though. I can't say every Sunday.
Really inside.
'Cause
Right now.
I'm really outside, but in order for me to be outside, my work got me inside.
Right.
Feel me?
Right.
Like right now, I'm outside, but
But I'm inside. Right. I already know.
So, yeah, just the links. Of course, we're gonna be right back here for the beat bid. That's pretty much it. Other than that, I just got a whole.
What do you mean
bunch
right
of
back here for the beat bid?
Well, franchise is holding his beat bid here, I believe.
The beat bid is gonna be here. That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be super dope. I love the beat bids. They be always fire.
So that's all that's on the schedule for now.
I wanted to
And
ask.
of course, I'm coming back on, this podcast platform, AA Talk.
You already know.
You know.
I want to ask Uno something real quick. This is a little thing that I want to do, right? Okay, Uno. I'm gonna say a name, right?
I'm getting
Yeah,
nervous.
don't get nervous. It's just gonna be you. Just Uno stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
rap, like rapid fire style.
Exactly. I'm gonna say a name. You describe it in short form of how you feel about it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's go. Kamala Harris.
Who?
The president. Come
Who?
on, don't forget
Who?
me. Kamala Harris. Kamala.
She's not the president.
All right. The runner up. The runner up.
Vice President. The Vice President Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris. I'll get it right.
For the next 100 days or whatever.
For the next 100 days.
less.
Great effort.
Great effort.
Yeah, that's how I sum it up.
Okay,
Or
Donald Trump.
3P.
3P.
Yeah, 3P. He actually won 3 elections, but
That's
okay.
Okay, short term.
2020.
one was stolen from him, but we're gonna leave that.
Yeah.
P Diddy.
Why, bro? Like, how did that happen?
I mean, I feel like I'll just to quickly interject. I feel like that was gonna happen. There was a day of reckoning was eventually gonna come. So what I'm saying, that's what I feel like.
Tragic, heartbroken. That's like my childhood right there.
Right.
That's sad.
Sad.
Also, they coined the freak offs Diddy parties, and it's like Diddy learned that from Hollywood. They've been doing that. He wasn't the only one. Everybody's involved in that shit. So
who you think is next? Because they already sealed that up.
I don't know. I feel like anybody could be next.
Because everybody was involved in different ways.
In one way or another, everybody was involved. I ain't gonna say too much, but everybody was involved.
All right. There's never a sure firm with that. Now, the next person, Elon Musk.
Great, intelligent mind. I'm
Scared of him.
I'm not scared at all. I'm curious to see where this is gonna go. Cause, I'm just curious to see.
I'm curious too. Donald Trump, the president, him making robots, them loving each other, kind of.
Shout out to what's the Alex Jones, because if we get him for press secretary, like Candace Owens said, that would be wild.
Okay.
Wild.
My last person, Uno.
Me.
What would you describe yourself as, Uno?
A musical great. Trying to live amongst men.
Respect that. Respect
Trying
that.
to live amongst men. Okay.
Yes. So Uno, appreciate you, stopping by on the platform. You always more than welcome. Let the people know where they can find you on social media or where they can find your music. You know,
Well, it's Uno. We own it on all platforms.
We own it.
Every single platform. Just search Uno. We own it. I'll pop up. Abba Wabanabi. I mean, self-explanatory.
Right.
They're gonna be looking that up.
Up there. And new project coming soon, and a whole lot of music.
Facts.
Dana Dash feature.
Okay,
You already know we outside.
Yeah.
Uno actually engineered some of my songs too.
There we go.
Definitely. Miss Dash, any closing remarks?
I'm glad everybody know I love Uno because I'm on Instagram a lot. I kind of watch Uno. Uno is one of the people that always speak his truth on whatever's going on with whatever's going on. So you always want to go to Uno. Uno's very talented. He done working with Uno. I always tell you that you like the Ike. He be in there like then he not letting you walk out of there without that thing being what it needs to be. So
gotta slap. If it don't slap.
Yeah, some people will let you just walk out. You don't. He don't do that. So I mess with Uno. This is a good conversation. I love talking to Uno. So
yeah, we gotta have a part 2. I got some questions for y'all next time.
Oh, you got some questions for us?
We definitely gonna
Okay.
set that up for sure. Once again, AA Talks with Dana Dash. Great to have Uno in the building.
You already know.
You already know.
We really outside.
You already got peace.